Okay, here we go. So, from last stream, we figured out how to make it where we could buy a random wall. So now, what we're going to do now is we're going to get rid of this. So this is just for a test. So technically, we don't need any of this. It was just for a test thing. And supposedly it was, alright, let me go back to it again. Alright, let me go to purchases. No. Yeah, I'm going to go purchases. Then I'm going to conveyor 3, and this is where all it is. So I wanted to make sure that there was stuff inside, but since there's nothing now, right now we go to, need to figure out where to do this. Yeah. 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 Oh, they haven't figured that out yet. They haven't figured that out yet. By what random wall? Conveyor 3. Okay, so we're gonna have to delete everything besides the floor. So let's go to floor 2 and let's delete the stairs. The floor. And I need the other floor too. Or the first floor. Actually, no, the first floor doesn't even really. I don't really need anything for the first floor. Oh, what the? Oh, essentials. Here's the floor. There we go. Let me see the buttons. Let me move this out of the way. All right. And then let's do the click dropper. Okay, dropper 1. We're gonna put that one up there. All right, so this is the first floor. I need to figure out which one's the first floor. So 1 and 2. Upgrader. Not that one. And then we need conveyor. Part collector. Huh. So all these are freaking first ones. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, there we go. Touch to claim. Oh, shoot. Hey. What the frick? Okay. So as long as we have one, that would do the floor. So I need to create one that would make the floor. So we're going to have another model, and let's do floor. Oh wait, and this be floor 1. Let me see if I have floor 1. Okay. So we got floor 1, and then let me see what would happen. Oh wait, these are buttons. These are actually not the purchases. It's floor 2. So we need to add a floor. It's another model. And put it as floor 1. And then what we're going to do is that once we have a floor 1, let's do another model. Then we're going to do by floor 1. It's going to be 0. It's going to be it's going to be like 10. All right. So that we got the floor 1. So it says by floor 1. So now what we're going to do so hold up, let me wait, so what value is this? This is a string value, int value to 2 string values. Okay, hold up, let me write this down. So first we're going to have in the button folder. So actually, let me go to one that says you could buy a wall. So under whatever model, so we put a folder name what the frick, I said folder equals name equals folder. It's folder equals button, and under button equals button base. Okay, and then I could add the whatever size it is. And then the size is 3.364, 0.1, and 3.364. That's the size. Okay, and then we have a okay, and then under model, then you're gonna put a string value, and equals, the name is dependency. And then it's going to be whatever, then humanoid, then another string value, and that name is object. And then the value equals all right, and then this one is a int value, and which is price. And then parent equals by walls. Okay, and then finally, that's the head of it. Then it's a really red smooth plastic. Parent equals by walls $95. And the size for that one is 2.964 0.1, and then repeat again 2.964. Alright, and that should be it. But that's just only for the one of that to do all those. So when it has by walls, then we go to wall 1, and that's in here. And then that would be another one. So go to floor 1, and it still purchases because that's the parent we're in. All right, so now where it says the floor by floor 1 is $10. This is the button that we're going to add in here. So okay, so let's do it. So under the model, whatever, we're going to add a folder. And rename it to button. And then under button, we're going to have a button base. So I don't know how they did it. Also, it's a union, so it's still a part. We're inside a part. How do you make it into a union? Still trying to figure out how to. Okay, so the parent for the button base for this one. Is that even a part? Oh, wait a minute. I think it might have been here. Oh, union. Oh, there we go. All right. Under button equals button base. Okay, and that's the button base. Then we're going to go to the size, and exactly how I put it is 3.364, comma 0.1, comma 3.364. So then it'll be like that. But it has the orientation of that. Huh. So it's not that. It's not that. Not that. It's just how it is. How do they make it into that? Is there a way I could just like... How? How do you do that? Mesh size, no. How? Is it because of the mesh size in here? For... I wonder. I guess I could just have a bunch of these. These right there. So let me get rid of this button. Alright, and then let me grab this one and then go after button. Okay, so we got button base now. So there you go. Okay, and then under the model, we're gonna put a string value. And then rename it to the pen. Oh, shit, I can't see. Dependency. And the parent. Okay, that's what it doesn't say about the parent. What's the value of that one? I have no value. Okay. Then a humanoid. Parent is the model. Okay. And then string value. And then we're going to rename it to object. Okay. And then object. All right. Object. And then the value is walls1, but that's the thing. And let me see what object has walls1. Our object is floor1. So that's our object. And then we're going to have a int value. And we're going to name it to price. All right. And then price value is that one. And the value. What's the value for price? 75? Oh, but the price is 10. Okay. Now that we have that, then we have the head, which I don't think I could grab. So I'm gonna have to make it. Where to go? No. By walls and the head. Alright, there we go. Oh my god. Head. Okay. So we go, oh, what the frick did I do? This one, Control V. So now it's not a part now. Oh, shoot, I'm gonna rotate this. Oh, nope, wrong way. Alright, then I'm gonna add it to my, that one. Okay, parent is that one. So now it equals to that one. And then really red. There we go. Alright, that's whatever. And then I forgot to add the humanoid. Let me just quickly make the humanoid settings for, like, let me write it down. I'm writing it down. Humanoid. So it's 25. Display. Okay, and then name inclusion is no inclusion. Okay, and then by walls, rig type R6. And then health, display distance. $25. Okay, so 25, and no inclusion. And then damaged, display when damaged. Okay, so there you go. All right, now. Got the button base. Or I guess I could just go to the button base, position, and position of that one, like that. A little bit up. So 0.5. Okay. Now we got the floor one. All right, now let's see. That's the first one we created. So let's go see if it works. All right, manual. All right, first dropper. Buy walls. Upgrade wall. It's not showing. Shoot. Why is this not showing? What am I missing? Got a button. But it should just be showing it. I don't get why it's not showing it. Object, conveyor 2. What does this say? The main script is inside that each tag is supposed to be disabled. Don't enable it or the function will not work. Wait, if you want the button to be there when the player first starts the tycoon, remove the dependency value in it. Oh, okay. So let me remove it and see if it works. No. It's supposed to be by floor 1. So I did something wrong. I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Floor 1. And then by floor 1. Did I do something wrong? Huh. Wonder what I did wrong. Alright, so the head. Head is that one. I don't get why it's not showing. Unless I have to include it in the script. What? Lime green. Alright, hold on. Okay, let's see. Hiding basic buttons. Am I doing something wrong? Why is floor 1 not responding? Must be something I'm doing wrong. So it has to be the one. Okay, let me go. Buy floor 1. Or because of that, buy floor 1. Let me see if it shows up now. No. But these ones are showing up. Huh. Yeah.